Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this new video. In this video, I'm going to continue where I left off in the previous video. In the previous video, I was rendering this character, and the character's name is Fox. Fox is from the IP Brother Kit, and Brother Kit is a comic that is currently being worked on. It's in progress. It's in production. I'm sorry. And yeah, it's being brought to you by my good friend Jake from Tailend Studios, and he's working hard on the script and then getting everything ready for that. I have no idea when it's going to come out, but I know it's going to be great. He does excellent work. He makes excellent comics, so be sure to look out for that project when it comes out. And yeah, also check the description. I'll have all of Jake's information there for you, so you can check out Tailend Studios and take a look at everything that he's coming out with. Tailend is the studio that brought you Cobalt, which was a critically acclaimed comic. So be sure to check that out also if you can. And yeah, so that's the promotion for today. But yeah, so. We're going to continue. So you can see here that I'm continuing with the rendering, and right here I'm working with my trusty Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. This is yeah, I would say this is my favorite inking tool. I think I would go as far as to say that this is the one that I enjoy using the most. This one, both versions actually, because this is the hard tip one, and there's a soft tip which is more brush-like, and I like using both of them. They're both really good. I recommend getting them if you don't already have them, and if you don't have them, then it wouldn't hurt to try them out. You lose. There's nothing to lose if you just try them out. So I would recommend check them out. And yeah, and as I'm promoting the Tombow, I switch over to the Copic. So yeah, the Copic is yes, another excellent tech pen. I recently discovered that, and I've been using that. I'm using it even now. It's a really good tech pen. In my opinion, it's a lot smoother on the board than Microns are. I don't know. It's just I have that feel that it just glides across the page a lot more than the Micron does, and that for me is just excellent. And so yeah, I recommend that. Check it out. And yeah, so in the previous video, I was working on the rendering for the head of this character, also the arms, both arms, the back, the upper half of it. And now in this video, I'm going to work on the lower half, which would, just the two legs that we see here. And yeah, so I'm just going along and rendering where I need to render, taking into consideration the light source and the darks and things like that. To the best of my ability. And yeah, here I'm switching over, for example, with this Copic, and this is it gives me a much finer, thinner line. And so like for example, if I were to use the Fudenosuke on that, it would give me a real thick line, which is something that I don't want, not for this particular area. So I just stick with the Copic. And that's usually how I work. I just change tools over as I need it, depending on the line weights, and so that affects the decisions that I make in regards to the tools that I use. And yeah, so here for example, I'm feathering, rendering the lower part, the bottom part, I guess you can say, of the thigh, and this is actually something that I picked up from Art Adams. I see that when Art Adams, when he draws women, usually he doesn't render too much across, the thighs, the majority of the body, the thighs, the arms. And so like, I mean, compare that to, for example, like Finch. You know, Finch would, in those kinds of areas, he would render, you know, but Art Adams doesn't. So I just picked that up because I think it works best for me. It's a good way also to respect the shape, you know, to make sure that it gives it some kind of volume to it. So I like using that technique. So I do that for all artists. I study all artists. If I see some dope inks, I take a look at it like for a long time and see what things I can pick up, and what things I can apply to my own drawings and to my own work, and what things I can't. There's also like a certain level that's required to do that, because there could be things that I can pick out with other artists, but as I can pick it out, I know exactly what he's doing, but in some cases I'm not capable of executing it the way that artist does. So, you know, one thing is identifying these tricks that the pros do, and another one is being able to actually reproduce it yourself on the page, you know. So it's a little difficult, but yeah, I study everybody. So if you have any kind of if you've ever posted any kind of art with inks, I have looked deep, closely at your work, and there's some things I like, some things I don't. Some things that I just don't like in regards to inking. But yeah, I mean, my inking preferences, they fall along the lines of like Mark Morales, Sandra Hope, David Finch. He's not particularly an inker per se, but I like how he inks his own work. Rob Willis is also another one in CG who I constantly study. His artwork is, yeah, I mean, if you've seen my videos, you've seen I've constantly mention him and bring him up. He's a really good artist. He has a tremendous ability to work balanced lights and darks and render, you know, to give the characters that shape the volume. And I try to get what I can, because there's things that he applies that I just don't have the technique, the skill to do it myself. So I try. So those long strokes, for example, that I'm doing across the thigh, with microns, they take a little bit more effort. You know, but with this Copic, it's just flick and it slides across, and it gives me a nice clean line that I really like. And yeah, so that's the procedure, and that's the process all along the character. Just go over the lines that I, you know, go over the lines, make sure the line weight is okay, and then render, you know, the shadow areas. And that's pretty much the approach for the entire drawing. And then you can see, for example, here, I didn't mention this earlier, but here at the very bottom of the screen, you can see Bear on the far right, and you can see you could see Rabbit, and those are the other two characters that form this team called Brother Kit. So you have Fox up top, you have Bear towards the right, and then you have Rabbit up front and center. And yeah, at the end of this video, please stick around. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you the final inks for this piece. Right now, what you can see is just me inking the figures. At this stage, I had only done the figures, but after this, after this in the process, I jump into the background, and I finished out the background, which is like a cyberpunk city, a cyberpunk-esque type city background. And yeah, this was all not requirements, but things that that the client had asked. In this case, Jake, you know, he had asked me to put some kind of cyberpunk city in the background, and I did my best to interpret it as I could. There's certain elements to cyberpunk cities that I tried to like capture, and I think I did a good job. I like how it turned out. Jake was incredibly happy with it, and I'm incredibly happy that he's happy with it. So everybody's happy. So, but I think I did a good job, because I wouldn't consider myself a cyberpunk artist per se. So I try my best to emulate that kind of style, and I welcome the challenge, you know, to draw things outside of the norm. So it was a real pleasure to take on this project. And yeah, so here, for example, I remember when I got to this stage, it was difficult trying to decide what's the best way to approach rendering this. If I should use the Copics or if I should use the Tombow. But I was thinking about the thickness of the line that I get, and so I don't know. These are decisions that I make on the spot. I think all artists make decisions like this all the time, and they can affect or make or break a piece. So it's good to have. It's good not to wing it. I don't know. I mean, that's maybe just my opinion, because sometimes people wing it and it just comes out great. Also. I don't know. Like, for example, when it comes to what comes to mind when I say wing it is Jason Bascom from the artist from Absolute, and he does really. I'm a big fan of his work, and his work is very visceral, raw, and I don't think he plans his stuff. I don't know. I could be mistaken, but the way that he does his ink work, I think he doesn't plan it. I think it's just just goes to town. And that works too. It works really well. I've recently seen some videos from Kenneth Rocafort, and he doesn't plan much either. Like, he just grabs the pencil and just goes to town and just scribbles, and then magically things appear on the page. And so, I don't know. I guess each artist, they work how they can, the best way they can, to the best of their abilities. So yeah, it's good. It's good to have that, because that randomness also gives you energy also, and so it's good to have that. And energy is really important. Trying to capture that has always been my weakness, because I don't always capture energy and motion as much. At least I don't know. I get that vibe that I don't. I always get comments that my artwork is stiff, and I need to fix the stiffness. And don't press so hard on the page, type of thing. So I try my best to fight against that, because I am a heavy-handed artist. That's why I guess I favor the cleaner lines. I don't know. But yeah, so I think this will be it for this video on Brother Kit. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Here are the characters. That's Bear and there's Rabbit. And I'll show you the rest in a few seconds. But yeah, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share this out to all your friends. Tell everybody about me. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell everybody about me. Subscribe and share it out, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next video. I have no idea when I'll do another drawing video, but I will post it, whatever I do. Yeah, there it is, showing off the characters. Yeah, buddy. That's Fox, Bear to the right, and then front and center we got Rabbit. And that's it. Take care. Have a great one. Be safe.
Hello, everyone. The time is finally upon us. Ominous Avenging Death is now available. Avenging Death is a short 10-page story that serves as a preview of what kind of art you can expect and the world you'll see in the main story of Ominous. In Avenging Death, we'll see Zadok take on the monstrous Deathmonger in a 10-page fight scene that'll be sure to get you hooked into the world of Ominous. All of the artwork is done, including the line art, which was done by me, the colors, which were done by Emmanuel Orlas, and the lettering, which was done by Paul Bird. So grab your copy of the digital PDF file today for only $5. That's right, $5. Contact me in my DMs on Twitter for more information. Now, coming up next is the official trailer of Ominous Avenging Death. Enjoy.